Save 10% with my code BOBBY10 on raw, organic, grass-fed and grass-finished freeze-dried organ meats from Grassland Nutrition. Link in the description box. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Bobby. Guys, the avalanche of reversions to Islam continues. Today we're gonna check out another celebrity that reverted to Islam. It is Chef Marco Pierre White's son, who got jailed for multiple thefts and possession of drugs, who finally reverted to Islam to stay off heroin. So this headline is a mouthful, of course, but nothing shocks me anymore. We just saw two prominent former Orthodox priests convert to Islam. Prominent figures like Andrew Tate converting to Islam. The rise of Islam is absolutely unstoppable. It's a shame that Islam is not on the stock market, man. It would bypass gold, silver, the dollar, and Bitcoin as well. It's absolutely mind-blowing what has been happening over the past few months. Guys, with no further ado, let's have a look. So we are on the Mirror page here. The headline reads, Marco Pierre White's troubled son converts to Islam to stay off heroin after prison release. Former reality star Marco Pierre White Jr., 28, was released from HMP Bristol last week, and he's claimed to have vowed to never touch drugs again after his famous chef dad reportedly spent more than £1 million on his rehabilitation. Marco Pierre White's troubled son says he has converted to Islam to stay off heroin. The celebrity Big Brother star, who has been struggling with heroin addiction since he was 18, turned to Allah in jail, according to the reports. Last year, Marco Pierre White Jr., 28, pledged guilty to 14 offenses of shoplifting, possessing a knife, possessing heroin, and a racially aggravated public order offense. He was sentenced to 11 months with 32 weeks of a previously suspended jail term to run consecutively. But now the former reality star has been released from HMP Bristol. He's claimed to have vowed to never touch drugs again. The celebrity chef's son has told how he plans to follow in his father's footsteps and become a chef as he focuses on reform. Marco Jr. told the Mail Online how he is determined to turn his lift around and kick his addictions to the curb. The tattooed ex-con told the publication, "More than £1 million has wasted because of my addictions, but Islam has helped me get through everything. I have been in rehab 17 times, and being in prison has made me realize that enough is enough." Marco Jr., who is father to a 3-year-old daughter, revealed he was stabbed in the neck and lost 6 teeth while doing time due to fighting, and told how he'd never been in so many fights in his life as he had been in the last 11 months. He spent his sentence in HMP Bristol and Channings Wood in Oakwell. He told how he lost 3 teeth in one brawl and was beaten up by a group of inmates who found out he was in for a race hate crime before being moved to a single cell for his safety. Despite the difficulties faced while serving his time, as the son of famous chef Marco Jr. said his prison sentence is the only thing that's cured him of his addiction. Having spent time in rehabs all over the world, he claimed being banged up in a cell for 23 hours a day has healed him. "I've realized how lucky I am and have been. I've seen all walks of life in prison, and some people don't have a chance in life. I have had every opportunity and I have thrown them all away," he said. "I could have done anything I wanted to, but instead I did heroin and ended up in prison. I have been an idiot." The publication reports that the recovering addict was sipping a beer, forbidden in Islam, during his interview, but told how he now prays to Allah 5 times a day. May God guide him. He explained he was intrigued by other inmates going to pray and talking about the Islamic community and the Quran. He told the publication he had a flick through the Quran and his interest grew. He prayed and asked Allah to forgive his sins, make him strong and protect him. He also prayed for the safety of his family, all of which he says has come true. This is crazy how everything works out for me. I do believe it has a lot to do with my prayers and my religion, he explained. Despite the hardships of jail, the dad said missing a year of his daughter's Arabella's life has made him determined to never use drugs again. He explained how he spoke to the toddler every day on the phone and told her he was at work when she begged him to come home. Marco Jr. said he didn't let her visit him in prison as he didn't want her to see her dad in there. Alright guys, and this is it for today's video, today's news report if you will. It's not surprising to me that he found Islam within prison. Plenty of people I talked to found Islam within the prison system. There in isolation they stumble across the Quran and this truly reminds them of the blessings that they have. This reminds me of Surah Ar-Rahman where we are asked, which of your Lord's favors will you then deny? And this is what Marco Pierre realized, of course. He's been an idiot. He had all the favors of his Lord, as we all do. However, he has been blessed even with more riches and whatnot. But those riches became a curse. Even though he had all the money in the world, this guy went out to steal. It's absolutely unbelievable to see. Nevertheless, through the hardship of the prison cell, being stabbed, being beaten up, being in isolation, he finally realized how dumb he was, how misled he was, how he strayed away from the righteous path. It's absolutely amazing to see how this man found faith. I truly hope that this article is partially fake and that he wasn't sipping a beer. Hopefully, if he did, however, then let's pray for him that he ditches that addiction as well. Alright guys, but this is it for today's video. If you liked it, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, guys, please do so. And if you want to support this channel, all the links are in the description box below. Thank you so much for your ongoing support, especially my patrons. And as always, guys, may God bless you all. Much love and peace.